Father's Quarantine Corner.
Good morning, Thorpe Cardinals. Today is Tuesday, April 7th. I have a couple of important announcements for you. First, don't forget that tomorrow, Mrs. Trowbridge will be going live at 9 o'clock on Facebook Live, and also a link will be sent out for the Cardinal Community Meeting. Yesterday I was driving through town going to pick up lunches for my family when I saw a lot of houses with hearts in the windows and really positive sayings. It was really cool to see, and I hope that everybody keeps it up and keeps doing their best to brighten up the lives of people around them. Today we also have a very special and important announcement. Today, last weekend, one of the elementary teachers got engaged. Can you guess which teacher it was? If you said Mrs. Keith, you'd be right. Mr. Moore, Mrs. Keith's fiance, tricked Miss Keith by taking her out on a walk in the park, saying that they were going geocaching. Geocaching is a fun activity you can do out in nature while still respecting social distancing. When he reached into a tree trunk to pull out the geocache, he pulled out the ring box from his pocket, turned, and got on one knee to propose to Miss Keith. Miss Keith states that it was very romantic, and she's sorry that she couldn't bring her ring to school for everyone to see. Congratulations, Miss Keith. I hope you have the best engagement and the best marriage ever. All right, today's joke of the day is from Michael S. in 6th grade. The next time someone tells you to hold your patience, you should tell them, I can't. I'm not a doctor. Good one, Michael. That was a real knee slapper. Our fun fact for today is from Mrs. Milliron.
Hi everyone. I've just been thinking the last few days that I know I've been spending a lot of extra time on screens, and I know everybody's had a lot of extra screen time. So I thought maybe I would just give everyone a vision test today. So I have a couple of arcs I'm going to show you, and I just want you in your head to think which one is bigger. Okay, you got it? The yellow one, right? Okay. Now tell me which one is bigger. Okay, the red one. So clearly the screens have been messing with our eyes. So let me see if I can shrink the red one, stretch the yellow one, and now the yellow one is longer again. But if I switch these around, I have the red one is longer. So I'll shrink that again, stretch the yellow one, and now the yellow one is longer. So let's try this again, and the red one is longer. So the screens are messing with our eyes, that are messing with our brains. But if we look at these this way, they seem to be the same, and in reality, they are the same exact size. And it's not the screen that's messing with us. It's the arc. It's just a very simple optical illusion. And if you can explain how this works, I'm sure Mr. Foster would love to get your ideas. Now, go outside, get some fresh air, and get off the screen.
I'm not really sure how that worked, but I think my eyes are still adjusting from that trick. If you think you know how that optical illusion worked, please contact Mrs. Milliron. I'm sure she would love to hear your hypotheses. Your educated guesses. All right, did you know that today is election day? Mrs. G has a special mini lesson for us all about election day.
Good morning, students. This is Mrs. G, your elementary art teacher, and Tuesday is election day. I'm going to vote by absentee ballot, and this is how it looks. I need to send it in soon. We are voting in the primary for a presidential candidate of our preference. We are voting for the state Supreme Court justice and school board candidates, along with a couple of other issues. My goal is to teach you just a little about our election process. I had these questions that relate to how our democracy functions on my art room door 4 years ago. Let's test our knowledge. How many states are there? Do, 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 do. There are 50. How many stripes are there on the American flag? There are 13. And they are related to the original 13 colonies. Who is the current president of the United States? Donald Trump. Oh, Donald, he's walking into our dining room. We are honored by your presence. We know you have to maintain our distance. Oh, I know you have to leave and take care of the crisis at hand. Thank you for stopping in for a moment to see us. How many full terms can a president serve? Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. He can serve 2 terms. A term is 4 years. Who is the current Vice President of the United States? Mike Pence. Who becomes president if both the president and vice president die? The Speaker of the House. And our current Speaker of the House is Nancy Pelosi, and she is 80 and looks fabulous. I wonder what moisturizer she uses on her skin. How many years is a full term for a senator? 6 years. How many years is a full term for a representative? 2 years. I always kind of felt sorry for those representatives because they're always out campaigning. Which of the following rights is guaranteed by the First Amendment? Freedom of religion. Which amendment sets the minimum voting age to 18? The 26th. I remember when I turned 18 and I could finally vote. The Constitution has how many amendments? 27. And I would just like to share with you a painting that I did eons ago, and it's of George Washington praying at Valley Forge. This is a copy. This is not an original painting. Ooh, there's our dog sitting on a chair out on the porch, watching the president go by. And the original was done by Arnold Freiberg. Take care, Cardinals, and be kind and helpful to those who are taking care of you. Bye.
Thank you so much, Mrs. G, for that excellent mini lesson. Because of that lesson, I'm sure we'll all be more civically engaged and better citizens. That does it all for today, folks. Thank you for joining us in this episode of Mr. Foster's Quarantine Corner. Please remember to stay safe, stay sanitized, and stay smart.
Mr. Foster's Corner.